Morning. Yeah, last night should just push 10 more miles. Camped right before mile marker 90. The GPX tracks are all messed up because my GPX, I just passed the wayside right there. My GPX said that was mile 90.8. So I think the mile markers are a little messed up. But yeah, tough sleep last night. I woke up at 2 and couldn't go back to sleep. But you know, that happens sometimes on trail. So at like 3, when I was still awake, it started sprinkling and popped out, put my rain fly on, popped back in, then it stopped, so I took the rain fly back off and started walking at like 6. Just kind of laid there and relaxed. But so folks, you gotta really bend with the trails. You can't be always so strict. I do have to be strict because I have a end date that I have to catch a flight, but I can balance some miles around it. So starting at like 8 a.m. today is supposed to just thunderstorm non-stop until 6. And I'm not a fair weathered hiker, but like anywhere else I would have just had to walk through it. But if I can avoid something like that, why not? So at mile 102, when you cross road 55, there's actually a hotel like half a mile to the left. I'm just hoping they'll actually let me stay. I really wanted to avoid this. I really wanted to avoid staying anywhere until Tupelo. But if it's bad thunderstorms all day, especially with my foot acting up, just a lot of factors, I might actually pop in there, take a quick break. That'll put me at mile 102 in 4 days, which is not the pace I need to be going. But we'll see. Like I said, you can always have a defined schedule, but sometimes it has to be tweaked accordingly, and your line's gonna do that. We'll see where it takes me. Hopefully the weather passes, but that radar just said 80-90% just all day. So once again, we will see. All right, peace. Start of the 4th day. There you go. That's a view. All right, so sorry. I'm gonna grab some video real quick. But all right, so got about 8 more miles to the hotel off of Highway 55, and I called them just to check if they would allow check-in. They do, and then I kind of explained my situation. I'm trying to outrun the rain, and the woman was very helpful. She's just like, show up whenever you get here, we'll get you checked in. And I told her I'm gonna be soaking wet by the time I get there, because as you can see, the rain is moving in. So I don't know, it's today's my 4th day on trail, and I'll be camping, or I'll be staying right at mile 102. So that puts me like right above 25-mile average, which that's not what I need to finish this trail in the time frame. But I'll be able to balance it out these next couple days, because my first stop was supposed to be Tupelo, and I was going to do 10 miles into there, but I'll end up just doing 30 into there, getting up really early and stay the night there, and that should balance out my average back again. So still shooting for 14-15 days, but it's still early on in the trail, and as you guys know, my foot has been just yelling at me every step, and it's actually feeling better today, but I really don't want to walk with a foot problem and through thunderstorms all day. So the boy made a judgment call. He's gonna run into a hotel. Like I said, it really messes with my average. I was holding that average strong. I think I did 32, 35, and 32 respectively the first 3 days. Like I was saying, the mileage on the parkway, the mileage you actually do is super off. It doesn't take into account the trail miles, as well as the first trail section you had to walk back another road to get to the Natchez. So I held a strong pace, so it gives me faith that I'll be able to keep holding that pace. I'm just really hoping the foot doesn't tighten up today. So your boy's gonna get into town, relax, get situated, and just keep banging out these miles. And I'm not gonna avoid this rain. I'll get some video for you as I'm soaking wet and poured on. Lego. All right, here's Osborne's stand. To improve communication, the Natchez Trace was declared a post road. Improvements to the section after permission from the Choctaw, the old trace began. Allowed ends by 1811, opened a stand. You should be able to read all this. Cool. I think this is mile 94.7, so that gives me 8 more miles, and it's starting to get dark. Your boy gonna get wet. Lego. All right, let's go get it. Mile marker 95 right up there. We keep going. Clouds are getting thicker, boys and girls. Clouds are getting thicker. The calm and the beauty before the storm, folks. It really is beautiful though. And the vages before the storm. Couple vages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that French? Check it, Magpie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. But yeah, 5 vages. Un mon vage. Alright, I don't know where this goes, but I see the interstate up here. And yeah, that's where I cut off. Everything's soaked right now, so my GoPro I just tried to turn on and it shot me an error message, so I gotta go dry that out. All right, can't even turn the video off because everything's so wet. All right, turning on and off this video is getting to be a pain, but I went up to the Choctaw agency for you. And like I said, the interstate's right up here. Then I go due left and we should be there, making good time. Let go. Soaked. I can't turn the video off again. All right, 101. And that means up at this interstate I take a left. I can see all the shopping plazas to my left already, but the hotel's a little farther, so let's go get it. So all right, I can see the hotel when I cross the interstate, but there's no good way to get down. So there's a bike path. Natchez is right there. There's a bike path, and I do not know where this goes, but I'm hoping it wraps around back. So let's see. I'm hoping. I am hoping. Started raining. I don't know how well you're gonna hear me. I got the case on. Sorry about that. I could have popped the case off, but I did not. So you might not actually be able to hear me that well. But mile 99, there's some water right here, right at the mile marker. Good water, not bad access. Mile marker hundo. Let's just pop it out of the case. So you guys get a good shot. Not bad, all considering. If you take the hours, I'm right above 72. I think I'm at like 73 or 74 hours since I started hiking. It's not the pace I want to be holding down right now, but still with the foot problem, I mean, that problem was rough. Like, it's getting better, but I was not a fan of that. So not bad, all considering. It's about 9 a.m. right now, a little after. So yeah, if I can hold this pace pretty consistently for the rest of the trail, it will get me back up. There you go. The storms are rolling in. Just rain right now, but we're gonna have some storms soon. All right, let's go get dry, guys. Oh, you're not gonna be able to see anything. All right, so I'm usually pretty bad at this, but I wanted to get this in here before I forgot. So I usually don't get the hotel rooms, especially when I'm doing the trails by myself, like Pinhoti, Wisconsin. You guys have seen hotel rooms, so there's really no reason for me to get it, but I kind of left the last video off of, I didn't know where the hell I was. So I got into this little hotel outside of Jackson, and if you look at this building, that path that I was walking, so if you cross I-55 and then there's a bike path to your left, if you do want to come into this little shopping area, there's a gas station close by, or if you want to stay at one of these hotels, because you are doing the same kind of trail segments I'm doing, yeah, that bike path does lead to the correct place. So I got here, it was thunderstorming all day, I was soaked. As you can still see, the skies are still dark. So I was able to do some laundry. They hooked me up. Like, if you come into Jackson, go to mile marker 101 on the Trace Parkway, because this hotel that's right off of it, for a hiker, I mean, it's lap luxury. I got a couch, a living room, 2 beds, and it was very reasonably priced. So did some laundry. I carried all my food until Tupelo, so I'm not really tweaking any food. This will get me to Tupelo, so I'll touch on that as well. So to get to Tupelo, I'm going to still stick to my same exact schedule, but now I just have to do 35s a day, and it's going to be a bigger NERO in. So it'll still keep me on the same schedule, but just bigger miles, and then a bigger NERO. So the NERO is going to be like 20 miles or something like that. But this food will get me there. It'll take me, I'll get in on the 5th day, so only 4 nights. 1, 2, 3, 4. I started using these this year. You guys, they're good for their caloric intake, but they are very tasteless. So bring some spice. I did not. Complete cookies for my lunches. Mio. Then, as you can see, the hiker sprawl just started sprawling. Charging everything up, sprawled out, and as soon as I got here, your boy got Domino's. So got some Domino's. Oh man, I feel sick. Ate a lot of Domino's, but look at this. They give you a kitchen. They give you the full shindigs. So just keeping you guys up to date, a little bit where I'm at. Wasn't supposed to come into this town. Never had plans to, but one, I was getting poured on. And I was doing the math in my head. If I can still keep that pace down, I'm okay with that. And what I was very worrisome to me is this trail is sponsored by Aleve and Advil. So as I was telling on a previous video, I was running out, and I would have had one more after today. I would have had one more Aleve for 5 more full days. No bueno, especially with the foot. So this was a big prompt to get me in. The thunderstorms were, and just doing the math and being like, you know what? I'm gonna still get it done in the time set I want to. This entire year has been weird, as you guys know. So at first I wanted to do this trail in 10 days, unsupported. Didn't do that. Then I wanted to do this trail in 14 days with only 1 town stop. Didn't do that. But it'll still get done. It'll just be, I mean, that's what you gotta do on these trails. Just play it as it is. I have to keep to the schedule because I have a flight. So I do have a time frame I have to get going though. But yeah, taking it easy, foot's still tight. I've walked around. This is like the town of Ridgeland, I believe. It has signs and it's a little cool spot, but yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm gonna bump out 4 35ers, 35, 70, 105, 140. That puts me at 140, and I'm about 150, 160 right now from Tupelo. So that would give me 4 full days, 20th on the 5th day. That's the plan. This video turned into a huge ramble. I'm sorry. That's why I don't do these, because it just becomes a ramble. All right, guys. 4th day on trail, mountain worker 101. Terrible average, but we'll bump it back up. Cool, cool. Peace.